Hello, everyone. It's Sunflower Spirit here, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. I hope you guys have been enjoying your week. I hope you're having a good week, having a good day, good weekend. So let's see what messages we have for the collective. So, what is the message, please, for this week? What is the message, please, for this week? Messages for general collective, for everyone. What is the message? Whoa. Okay, we have the moon. What other messages do we have, please? We have temperance. And what other messages do we have, please, for the collective? What other messages do we have? We have the Six of Swords. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Star. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So I'm seeing there's quite a bit of fear right now with the moon. There's a lot of fear here. There's a need for people are feeling kind of like they need to balance themselves out. You might be feeling like you need to balance your emotions or kind of get your stability, like your spiritual, emotional stability in place. This also could be a very spiritual time for you. I know today's Easter too, so I don't know if you celebrate that, but it's a very spiritual time. Um, Feeling like you might need to use your intuition, feeling like you might need to move forward, use your intuition, feeling like you need to be in touch with some higher power, higher self, the divine God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, your angels. Um, and kind of like moving away from those emotions that aren't serving you, moving away from those feelings, those thoughts that aren't serving you, moving on to calmer waters. Um, and this is, yeah, ultimately about healing. We have the star here. So this is about healing. This is about, getting your wishes fulfilled in sort of a spiritual way. Very spiritual reading here. This is about healing, ultimately healing yourself, being able to heal yourself, having the intuition and knowledge, releasing yourself from that fear to heal yourself, and trusting in the universe, trusting in God, trusting in your angels, trusting your spirituality, that everything's going to be okay. So let's clarify these cards and see if there's anything else going on here. There could be some sort of like big decision in your life right now, some sort of big decision that you need to balance yourself out, it's about moving away from what's not serving you. It's about moving on towards your hopes, your dreams, your goals, no matter what is going on around you. And it's about, finding this ultimate like fulfillment, this abundance, this spiritual abundance and healing right now. So what other messages do we have? Let's clarify the moon, temperance, six of swords, and the star. What other messages, please, do we have? Show me where the moon energy is here. Whoa. We have the sun and the three of pentacles. Okay. And show me why the temperance energy is here. Whoa. Oh my goodness, cards. We have the four of cups and the five of wands. Yeah. And then show me why the Six of Swords is here, please. Why is the Six of Swords here? We have the Knight of Wands. And then the Star, we have Six of Swords again. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that you are, yeah, there's some sort of big spiritual decision. And by spiritual I mean like kind of personal, kind of maybe emotional for you, whatever spirituality means for you, you're having some sort of crisis, like kind of sort of like an existential crisis almost. Like you're trying to figure out what you believe and what you don't. And So with the moon here, there is a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear, but you're also recognizing that you need to use your intuition. You're wanting to come out of the darkness into this light. And so that's why you're recognizing that like maybe this fear isn't serving you. Maybe you do need to kind of move on from the fear and try to figure out how to get a hold of that anxiety, of that fear. You are wanting, whatever's in the darkness right now, you're wanting it to come to light, and it will come to light because we do have the sun here. But you're kind of feeling like in that limbo space, and I get the limbo a lot with the temperance because that is kind of like that limbo space. It's like figuring out how to balance yourself out so that you feel so that you're okay with yourself, so that you feel like you're living your life in alignment with your values. And with the Three of Pentacles here, this is like you kind of, wanting to work together with others on this. There may be like a specific person, or maybe you're feeling like you need to work together to kind of get to this clarity, to get to uncover these, whatever's being hidden, whatever's being in the darkness here. You need to work together with somebody to get this. Threes are another really spiritual number. So this once again is very spiritual, but it's kind of like pulling the spiritual down to the tangible realm, to the physical earthly realm. Um, with the temperance here, yeah, you are in conflict with yourself. You might be in conflict with others because a lot of times when we're in conflict with ourselves, we kind of create that conflict outside of ourselves. So you might be in conflict with others, and there is sort of like a bad attitude here. There's sort of like this attitude of like, is this ever going to get better? Is it ever going to change? Am I ever going to like get out of this limbo state? Am I ever going to feel like balanced out, like wholeheartedly balanced out? And the answer is yes, but you have to get through, you have to work through your stuff. And so this is what it's saying. It's saying like moving on from that doesn't serve you, moving on from this anxiety, this fear, whatever this darkness is, whatever this shadow aspect of yourself is, and being able to come out to the light, which it does look like you're going to be able to do that. Um, and this is having the motivation. This is you having the motivation, the drive to move from, what is no longer serving you to what will serve you better. This is having the motivation, the drive. This is making that step to move towards it. The Knight of Wands, he's very passionate. He's very passionate. He's very charismatic. He's very motivated, driven, and he's going to do what he wants to do. It doesn't matter what anyone else says or does. He's doing it. He's kind of like that. He almost like that stubbornness of like, I just want to try this and I'm going to do it. And I know you guys say, I'm not going to, it's not going to work out or I'm going to fail, but I'm doing it. So it's kind of like having that inner drive, that inner motivation to pull from this darkness, to overcome these thoughts that aren't serving you, to overcome these emotions, to move on to something that's better. Sixes are about happiness and joy, love, peace. So this is moving on to something that's more, a higher vibrational frequency. We do have the Star and then the Six of Swords. So yeah, the Star is like, this is about your healing process. This is about your healing process. This is once again, moving on from that which is not serving you. Moving on from things that are not going to give you that like higher vibrational frequency. So first I want to pull a Power of Love. This is a beautiful reading. It's a heavy reading. Definitely not surprised with everything that's going on. I hope you guys are safe and well wherever you are. So let's pull, what other messages do we have, please? What other messages, please, do we have? I'll pull a Power of Love for a little bit of inspiration. What is the message, please, regarding this spread? We have responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. Yes, this is what I would say the Six of Swords is saying right now. You are responsible for your thoughts. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. So it's up to you. It's saying, it's basically up to you. Like whether you decide to pull out from this darkness into this light, that is totally your choice. And you get to decide. That's the cool thing about being human. We all have a choice like that. I'm going to pull. How should I pull a spirit? I'll pull a spirit animal. Um, and see what other messages come out. A spirit animal. What other messages? This is a beautiful message though. And I think this is I do think this is probably what a lot of people are going through right now. Sometimes when we have these collective crises, it causes us to have individual awakenings, which basically means that you're becoming aware of the stuff that's not serving you. You're becoming aware of your thoughts, your actions, your behaviors, your emotions that aren't serving you, and now you're being called to act upon it. So this is kind of like, I don't know, I'm surprised like the tower didn't come out, but that's kind of what the reading is saying overall. So what is the spirit animal regarding this message? What is a spirit animal? What is the message, please, regarding this spread? Okay. We have giraffe spirit, see the big picture, number 29. So that will be an 11, which is really good because 11 is about paying attention to your thoughts, what you're manifesting, what you are wanting to. It's basically a new beginning for yourself. I'm going to read from the book because I don't have these all memorized. Okay, so 29. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. So we have giraffes stretch upward to reach the treetops and look down from a high vantage point. When giraffe spirit appears, it is a sign to observe from a higher view. In all aspects of your life, it's time to stretch your neck out and broaden your view, open your eyes to what others need or are expecting, and see the big picture you fit into. No matter how great your wisdom, knowledge, or experience, you don't want to overlook details and connections that will help you better understand yourself and your circumstances. So stretch yourself, look beyond what catches your attention at the eye level, and know that not everything is as obvious as you might like it to be. Spirit will bestow upon you a new perspective that might make all the difference. Yeah. So that's kind of like what you're doing here, when you're pulling from this darkness, that's ultimately what you're doing. You're trying to figure out like how can I see this in a different perspective? How can I get to this place where I am getting clarity, where I am being enlightened? And so that's kind of what that's what this whole message is about with the Six of Swords, moving on, the healing with the star. Um, yeah, so this is a beautiful message. I hope this resonated for you guys. I hope that you are doing well, that you're safe and well, and that you are, I hope you have a good rest of your week. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great week. I'll talk to you later.